Once upon a time, a young man named James lived in a bustling city. He was intelligent and full of dreams, but there was one problem. He was incredibly lazy. James lived with his parents, who were struggling to make ends meet. His father worked as a manager in a small company, struggling to support the family. Like many parents, they hoped that James would grow up, get a good job, and help solve their financial problems. James had just finished his studies, and his parents were eager for him to start looking for a job. But James had other ideas. He boldly announced, "I'm not going to work. I'm going to start a business." His parents were naturally worried when they heard. They asked, "Where will we get the money for the business? Please, just try for a job." But James wouldn't listen. Determined to prove himself, James set out to become an entrepreneur. He leaned into his new venture early, working hard for a few days. When success didn't come quickly, James lost interest and gave up. Then, James decided to become a famous singer and make it big in the music industry. He moved to the city to learn music and become a star. But after struggling to master the basics for 5 months, he returned home defeated. His parents were upset to see their son giving up so easily. They gently advised him, "Why dream so big? Start small first, then build your skills step by step, and one day all dreams will come true." But James was so immersed in his big dreams that he couldn't listen to anyone. This cycle continued for 5 long years. James jumped from one big dream to another, not patiently doing any work to fulfill his dreams. Meanwhile, his parents watched helplessly as their son's potential was fading. Then, one day, disaster struck. James's parents fell ill, and there was no money for their treatment. Suddenly, James found himself facing the harsh reality of his choice. He went to friends and relatives for help, but no one was willing to lend him a helping hand. With no other option, James swallowed his pride and took a job as a porter at the railway station. It was hard, physical work, something he had always avoided. But now, with his parents' lives at stake, James worked tirelessly. Every penny he earned went to his parents' treatment. As James struggled through the hard work for a few days, he realized how many mistakes he had made, how many opportunities he had missed. If he had stuck to one job patiently, perhaps this situation would not have arisen today. A few days later, James's parents returned home healthy. This experience changed James profoundly. Now he listened to his parents' advice and was ready to try to get a job. But James was not just looking for a job. He studied patiently, preparing himself for job opportunities. He even started tutoring children in his spare time to make ends meet. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest work that helped support his family. For 2 years, James persevered. He studied, worked, and took care of his parents. His patience and hard work finally paid off when he landed a great job. James learned valuable lessons through his struggles: the importance of patience and perseverance, the value of starting small and building steadily, the strength that comes from facing adversity. Now, James was not only successful in his career, but he had also grown as a person. He appreciated small victories and understood the value of consistent effort. Most importantly, he had learned to balance his dreams with practical action. So, what can we learn from James's story? It's okay to dream big, but we need to make our dreams come true with patience and hard work. Success never happens overnight. It's built day by day through small actions and efforts. If you found James's story inspiring, share this video with someone who might need to hear it. Help us think, feel, and grow. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories. Until next time, keep dreaming, but don't forget to take small steps towards your goals every day.